So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is just an amazing day here today in western Pennsylvania. Not a cloud in the sky, the sun's shining. It's still a little bit cool, but it is just a beautiful day. Now if you watched the last video, you know that Plumber Jim was up here and we finished roughing in all the plumbing on the new building. Well, the next step is I have to install some 3-inch thick foam board insulation all the way around the perimeter. This is just a small piece of it right here. No matter what I do, it's going to be a lot of work, but I think I have a few ideas that may speed up the process just a little bit. Now before I get started, I need to get rid of a little bit of dirt. I'm going to use the BX to clean up some of these piles here and take them outside. I need some fill underneath the shed roof out there. I'm also going to need a little bit of fill in that corner of the building, but I've got piles of dirt everywhere in here. So I'm going to clean a little bit of this up right now, make myself some room, and we'll get started installing that foam board. And by the way, this is the water line coming from the future cistern tank that's out there. But Jim did a fantastic job on all this plumbing. I have a little bit of that 2A limestone left. I'll use it in the trenches around these pipes a little bit more, but I got a lot of excess dirt here, so I'll get some of this cleaned up. And by the way, I think I'm going to buy myself a Harbor Freight plate tamper. I need a plate tamper because I need to make some fill in this corner of the building and outside, and I could rent one, but as you know, I work a full-time job, so I kind of work a couple hours each evening. I think a new plate tamper from Harbor Freight somewhere around $600. I'm going to look into it again tonight. But I looked at some reviews on YouTube. They don't appear all bad. And instead of paying $150 rent 7 or 8 times, I think I might just buy one. I'm going to go check them out first. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Alright, I got some of the dirt out of the building over underneath where the patio is going to be. And we're going to start working on this insulation. I need to cut a board, piece of 2x4, 22 inches long. And we're going to cut another one, about a foot. All right, last night I came out here after dark and I got started on this. I just got 2 pieces installed last night, but this is 3-inch foam board, so it's 3 inches thick and it's 16 inches tall. Now the way this works is this. Right here is finish grade. This is where the top of the concrete will go. The purpose of this is to prevent heat loss from that heated floor, okay? Now I have talked to several different people in our area. I talked to a guy up in Syracuse, New York. I have gotten different opinions on how deep this should go. Up in New York State, a lot of guys are only going 8-10 inches deep. I've talked to guys go as much as 20 inches, even 24 inches deep. I'm going 16 inches deep. I think that'll be fine. Most of the people that I talk to around here only go as thick as the concrete is, or just a little bit below that. So I'm going 16 inches. Now what's nice is this stuff that I bought here, it actually comes pre-scored at 16 inches and at 2 feet in the center as well. So I get 3 pieces out of 1 8-foot sheet. I paid, geez, what did I pay for this? This is over $50 a sheet right here. Yeah. Now even though we have an abundance of hydraulic power around here, I think digging this by hand is going to be my best method. I mean, I could get in here with the BX and pull this back, but I'm going to end up with a hole out 3 feet from the wall. I'm going to have to worry about compaction, putting it back in. So at least for now, I'm going to dig by hand. We'll see how that goes. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll be renting one of those tiny little mini excavators, trying to get in here and dig parallel to this. I'm not sure. There's just not a real good way to do it. But I dug this section right here and got that one in probably 15 minutes. And I think I'll get faster as I go. Now I started on this side on purpose because I have the most digging to do right here. Once you get over to that side over there, the grade was a little bit low, so I won't have to dig as much. But right now, I'm going to start on this section right here. We'll dig across here. I'll show you what that little jig's for that I made. I'll show you how I cut this foam board and how we get it installed. All right, I got about 15 minutes into this so far, and we had a friend stop over, so I'm just getting back at it now. I know I have a little bit more to dig, but you remember that little jig that I made? Like I said, the insulation is 16 inches, and it starts about 2 1/16 inch down from the top of this band board. So I made this board 22 inches, so that's 18.5 plus the 3.5 for the 2x4 on top, and I can just run it across this band and see where I need to be. Like right there, I know I need to dig more out. Just a little bit easier than you know, keep using a tape measure. Something else I'm going to do is use my post hole digger. I think it'll be a little easier than a shovel. Once I get down in here a little bit deep like this, I won't have to bend over as much. So I'll get that before I start the next one. All right, I think I'm deep enough. See, this 2x4 is clearing all the way through. And I have a 1/2 inch of wiggle room with that. Now I'm just going to take the digging bar, kind of tamp down this bottom a little bit, compact it. $92.5. I think I mentioned earlier, but these come pre-cut partway through at 16 inches and at 24 inches. So I can get 3/16 out of this. It may snap right off where it's at, but just to be safe, I'm going to use this knife, cut a little bit deeper before I break it off. I don't know if you can see that line or not. I'm just going to stick this knife down in there. Oh boy, the boss is here. What are you doing, Ty? What do you think? I'm getting ready to break this piece off, Melissa. You and Ty want to hold this side?
Okay.
Okay, Ty, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit this real hard, and it's going to break this off of here, okay?
Count of 3.
On the count of 3. I don't want you to get scared. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It's like witchcraft. What do you think of that? So Melissa, why don't you tell them who we introduced Archie to last night and why?
Okay, so Archie met with his dog trainer. His name is Paul. He owns a company called Unleashed. You know what? I'll have to get that information. Mike can put it in the description of this video. But we met with him at his facility that's in the area here.
And we never had we never tried a dog trainer before.
We have not used a dog trainer. I've done all the training, and it was great. We met him there, and then, like I said, last night he came here to meet at a home visit to see exactly what Archie's like in his surrounding. Archie's smart, very active, always happy and willing to work or play and keep busy. He's high energy. He's food driven. All excellent things to be training a dog. So Paul's real excited and has us pretty excited. He came and introduced us to the box that they use to do training for scents for shed hunting.
Yeah, that's something that I'd like to.
I think Archie would be good at that.
Archie could run. I was telling Melissa the other day, we could like put a little basket around his neck if we could train him to run down to the brick house, and he would be down and back in like a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog is fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're anxious to see how it goes with the dog trainer. We'll try that out, but Archie needs something to do.
Yeah.
And he's smart.
Don't we all? And it's a good thing that he has all the characteristics of being the great dog to train to do these things. Like I said, food driven, high energy, fast, happy, wants to work with people, wants to please. So that's all pretty good. You know, like I think back to my Stanley. Stanley was a good worker, but Stanley wanted to do what Stanley wanted to do.
Yeah.
So if it was, you know, on his agenda and it just happened to meet up with yours, it was a good day.
Most days it wasn't like that.
Nope. And Stanley, we just celebrated, well, we didn't celebrate, but his birthday was just a few days ago. Good old Stan would have been 11. We miss Stanley.
Yeah, he was a good dog.
And today is Archie's birthday, which you'll see this after the fact, but Archie's 1 year old. Super excited. So
he's catching up to you, Ty.
I know, these two, they'll grow up together. Ty wants the orange. He wants Pap to get on it, or he wants to get on it. One of the two. That's what he wants.
Ty's wondering why the equipment's not moving.
Tractor. We can go look at it, but there's no looking at it. He wants to get on it, and it's the whole thing.
Hey Ty, this is manual labor day.
What do you think of manual labor?
All right, this stuff here, it appears I have better luck cutting and breaking this 3-inch stuff off than I do like the 1-inch foam board. All right, remember this jig that I made here? I also, check this out, put it this way, you can just mark a line right here, and I'll move it down some, put another line, and that's where the top of the foam goes. So I had some of these 4-inch screws, and as you know, that foam board's 3 inches, and then I bought these washers right here. because the screws will pull right through it. But it actually works pretty good. I'm not sure of the proper way to do this, but all I know is this works pretty good. All right, there you have it. Looks pretty good. I only have about another 28 to go. Man, I wish I had Ty's energy.
Either Ty's or Archie's energy.
Yeah. But I think that's it for today's video. That is how I install the 3-inch foam board around the perimeter of this building.
Good job.
Yeah, I said I think I got another 28 pieces to go.
Oh, who's counting?
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being here. Comment down below. Be sure you're subscribed. Click the like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.